Now, I told myself that if I went to C2E2, I was just going to try and find a few things. I was going to hunt up some Batman books and see what else I could get my hands on. But I wasn't going to go crazy. I need to stop lying to myself. I think that's the important message for this video. Hey YouTube comic community, it's Jimmy the Geek Aficionado, and if you caught that intro, you know what we're about to get into. This isn't even all of my C2E2 haul. There's a whole nother video in my Stalk in the Bat series of all the Batman books that I picked up. This is the rest of what I got. So, we're gonna just start kind of working our way through this. So we're going to start off talking about Thursday. Now, Thursday, this technically could have been part of my dealer room series because I got in there early. I had a dealer badge for the weekend, and even though I was only there 2 days, I was there Thursday and I was there Friday. Now, Thursday, I only made one deal, and it was for this book here, Strange Tales number 119. This was the last book that I needed between 111 and 168. 111 being the second appearance of Doctor Strange. So I had actually gotten 114 shortly before, like days before, and 119 was the last book that I needed. So I now have everything except the first appearance of Doctor Strange in the Strange Tales series. So that was a big win for me. I'm still trying to hunt down 101 through because I do like those early Human Torch books. So I still have a handful of those that I'm trying to track down. But that's the first book, and I got this from Ted at Super World Comics. So that was a nice pickup. Ran into the crew from Skeleton Key Comics, Tony and his wife, and hung out with them at a beercade? So, you know, or a barcade. So, you know, it's an arcade and bar. We have a few of those here in Chicago. So we have Emporium. But I got to hang out with them and Nerdy Girl Comics and a few others, including Javon Jordan, who is the artist for this Gun Honey #3 variant, which is just absolutely fantastic. I was able to get one of these from him. So that was a cool pickup. I like the, you know, his last name's Jordan, you know, and he does a Jordan card. So that was pretty cool. No particular order, I think, in most of these. Because I don't remember where I think I remember. Okay, so these came from WAAAYYYY Comics. So we're going to show this one first. This is Wonder Woman number 271. And the cool thing about this is that this is the first issue where they start the Huntress backup stories. And I mean, I'm collecting all the Wonder Woman, volume 1 and volume 2, but what I think one of the things I'm going to focus on, right, is it's there's a method called Agile where you take and because I work in IT, there's a method called Agile where you break projects into smaller bite-sized chunks called scrums. So I have in my project to complete the Wonder Woman series, I've got a scrum set up just for getting all the Huntress backup stories, which goes from 271 deep into the 300s. And I didn't even realize that was out there until I actually came across this issue, because I don't have a lot of those particular issues. So so that's fantastic. So yeah, so Huntress is in her own monthly series here in Wonder Woman Volume 1. So this is issue 271. And then I got this beauty. This is Captain Atom number 83, featuring Ted Kord, the first appearance of the Blue Beetle. I bought that Wonder Woman book and a handful of other Batman ones that are in my Stalking the Bat episode. And this was on the wall, and I'm like, hey, let me see that. And we connected on the price, and I got to take it home. But it's a great looking copy, even in the Mylar. It's got a little bit of it's got a spine roll. It needs to be cleaned and pressed, but solid mid-grade, right, for a Silver Age book. That's always good. And now it's mine. Let's see. There's another local boy who had these. It was kind of like he had like quarter boxes or something, or dollar boxes or whatever, and then he had boxes full of keys and stuff. But the only one I pulled out that I actually decided I wanted to keep was this one here. This is Destroyer Duck number 1. This features the first appearance of Gru. Got a solid deal on this guy. It's definitely high grade, especially after a press. So this actually should end up being probably about a $200 book when I'm done with it, and it only cost me $40. But this book has definitely been eating up, and I wanted to get another copy. I had just gotten one that's about a 9.0, so now this one's a little bit better. We'll hold on to them for a bit, and we'll see which one we like better. If you've seen some of my videos, you might know this, but I'm a big fan of Boris the Bear. Have been since I was a kid. Had all the comics when I was a kid, and went back and I've been trying to pick them up again. It was part of my first collection that was sold when I was still a kid, and I came across these, and my wife is actually a big supporter of this particular piece of collecting. She wants to get all the Boris the Bears. So I came across these. They were like $1 a piece, and then I think 7 for $5. So I got 7 of them, and it cost $5. But this is Boris the Bear number 2, a little GoBots thing. And if you're not aware of Boris the Bear, it's a mechanical bear who has these daydream exploits where he's pretty much just murdering every other type of character out there. So you've got this one where he's against the GoBots. This one here, it's like a pantheon of Marvel characters, right? Joking looking Marvel characters. You got Captain America, Human Torch, Hulk, Black Bolt, Thing, Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer. No, not Ghost Rider. You got the X-Men. You got Cyclops and Beast here, Thor. Yeah, so it's just funny. This one here, where he's pulling a Superman look, and his treehouse blows up. He lives in a treehouse, but and you're watching this, you're like, this is just absolutely ridiculous. This is him against the Dump Thing, just Swamp Thing. His Batman and Robin look. ElfQuest homage. This is issue 7. And then number 8, where he kills off, I want to say it's got teenage radioactive black belt mutant hamsters, junk titles, space available. It's funny. For me anyway, it's an enjoyable little series, so I thought it was cute. Let's see, we're going to go over this. We're going to save this chunk for last because it's really the goodies right there. Came across this. This is one I needed, Flash number 232. Nice thick 100-pager. It's in good shape. Oh yeah, so where I got these is where segue into another book I got. So this is Teen Titans number 27. I got a stack of these. Teen Titans 27. 29. Again, trying to finish my volume 1 run there. This is issue 19. Again, I love these. These are, I want to say some of these are like Nick Cardy covers. And they're just, they're like, when you got into the DC horror stuff, like late Silver, early Bronze Age stuff. I just kind of crossed it over into the Teen Titans and some of the other ones. This is 18 and 22. Yeah, sorry, these aren't really in order. And here's issue number 20. So these are all really cool. I was getting some food. I was just trying to chow down a hot dog because this all came on Friday, right? So this is all just from hunting on Friday. But I was trying to chow down a hot dog and get myself a beverage, and I spotted another seller that was not with the main pack. It was kind of over by Artist Alley, so I popped by there, came across these. They're not in the best of shape, but they're definitely reader level. I mean, they're say high mid-grade, but G.I. Joe number 13, this is the first cameo appearance of Destro. And if you don't know who Destro is, it's this guy. This is issue number 14. This is the first full appearance of Destro. And Destro is like the number 2 Cobra guy in G.I. Joe. So he's kind of a big deal. Got these to finish off that series. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not to finish off that series, but I got those 2 nice, important keys for a decent price and a decent condition, not 9/8 level by any means, but to fill the hole in that particular run. And I did get this, actually, to finish off a series. This is Usagi Yojimbo number 24. This was the last issue that I needed for the Volume 1 Usagi Yojimbo series. So you've got your Albedo 2, 3, and 4. You've got a bunch of appearances in Critters, and then you've got the Volume 1 run. And it's, I want to say it's like 30-something issues, something along those lines. But yeah, super happy to get that. Now I can finish reading the stuff for JP Collects' indie show. Now, I got this. I did a trade on this one. So again, this is one of those ones that could have been in the dealer room. I've been looking for this book forever. It never comes around. I've never seen it in my LCS. It's just, kind of ghost-like. And, I don't like buying a lot of stuff off of eBay, especially since I can't, see it, check it out, and everything. But finally got a copy of this. What If, number 105, the first appearance of Mayday Parker, the daughter of MJ and Peter in an alternate universe, because it's a what if story, but she has been used actually in Spider-Verse and some other stuff. So super happy to get a copy of this, super high grade. I'm looking for a 9/8 on it after a press. I actually traded a pretty big book for it to get it because it was like $200. So I traded another big book to get it, but we'll see what we can do. I'm hoping for good things out of that particular book. So as I was saying, that seller that had the Teen Titans and I want to say the Flash, I went to that seller and I got some stuff, and he had up on his wall a book that I was looking for, a pretty big book actually. And if you look down, you might have seen what it was. But this big book, it's like the timing, it's like the highest end of the market, but the guy had it, and I'm like, okay, well, let me see if I can do some trade, because I brought 2 boxes of slabs with me to be able to kind of wheel and deal around the room, and I hadn't had a whole lot of luck. That What If 105 was like the first and only trade deal that I had actually gotten the whole day. So I talked to the guy. I said, hey, look, I got some keys. I would like to do some trade. He had a couple things on the wall, but I was kind of really focused on this particular one. And I'm going to say that he wasn't favorable to me in the values. I want to say that of all the key books that I had to give up about 40% off the value. So he was kind of hard bargaining. And on top of that, I also dropped him with $300 in cash just to be able to get this particular book. Now, overall, the value that I paid to get this particular book with the cash and the trade, what I had into it was about $650. But the value of this book is about $2,000. And it's Amazing Spider-Man Annual Number 1 in a 3.0 CGC. And I'm going to get this close. I'll actually do some close-up pics on it. You'll see that this thing is definitely looks upgradable, at least to me, right? And this is kind of one of those things that I do. But I feel that it's definitely upgradable, and it's just an absolute beautiful copy. It really is, right? Still some solid whites to it. It's not really eggshell, colored. Try to get a good spot for it. But I think it's just a great get for me. Finishes off a hole in my 2021 hunt list that I thought I was pretty much going to have to write off, because there was just, the price of this book had gone up so much. I didn't really want to pay $2,000, but the fact that I was able to take these books in, trade them to this guy, and pay a little bit in cash, and like I said, I still came out super flush. I'm super happy. This is like one of my favorite gets of the whole con, is because I didn't have to really pay anything for it, not that much. Not market value, and nowhere near market value for what this book is going for. So big win for me. Glad to have it as part of my collection now. So that's going to be a nice thing, especially if I can get it upgraded. If I can get it to a 3.5 or a 4, which I think is possible. I think the only thing that might hold back is there appears to be a little bit of a spine split to it. But I've had those kind of things on books like this before, and still not be too bad. But I'm going to pull down the grader's notes and look at it. Worst case scenario, I'll just press it anyway, clean and press it anyway, just so it looks better, even if I get the same grade back, because it'll give it a much better eye appeal. That's a big book. First appearance of the Sinister Six, obviously. Okay, so last dealer I'm heading before I head out of the con. I'm whipped, I'm exhausted. I'm going to go get pizza with Wink Inc. and Paul Dunn and Skeps Comic Knowledge and Comic Man Andy and his wife Sarah, and we're just going to head out. I'm going to meet up with Los, and I got one stop left to make. I was going through this guy's stuff before. He's actually parked right next door to Red Hood Comics, and I know Red Hood, and I do business with him, so I hit him up. I'm like, hey, I sold him a few things to get some cash to go back and do this, deal. And I'm going to show you the lighter end stuff first, and then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to show you the real bangers at the end. So, first thing, my daughter saw this and she loved it, and the Hawkeye series has been great, but I picked up this for her. This is Hawkeye number 9 with the I Love Hawkeye shirt. So she's just been in love with it ever since she saw the cover. So I'm gonna get it, clean it, press it, and send it off to CGC. This is a ghost book. Now I got the other version of this in a 9.8, and I'm hoping I can get this one to a 9.8 as well, because that would just be epic. But it's Darkness number 0, Witchblade number 10, Mark Silvestri variant. This is the gold foil edition. Now the other one says Witchblade on the top, and it's Witchblade number 10. This one says Darkness in the gold foil script logo. So that's just epic to get. Like I said, it's impossible to get. It's so hard to find. But in a 9.8, that book's a few $100s. Okay, last 3 books. So yeah, we'll do this. We're gonna throw this up first. This is a very unique book. It is not widely available. It is definitely hard to get in higher grade, and this is definitely a higher grade. Like I said, of course, it probably needs a clean and a press, and then it's going to go out. But I'm betting it's an 8 or better. And like I said, yeah, just a unique book. It is Funny Book number 1. And this features the first appearance of a character named Cherry Pop-Tart. Now, that's a funny name, right? But what's unique about it is that she is a erotic version of an Archie character, basically, right? So they took that Archie art style and they used it to make you know, an underground comic that, you know, where she's just, you know, a really loose chick. But super hard to find, super rare book, really low print run, and again, like I said, hard to find in high grade. And this is a pretty high grade book. Definitely, I would definitely say it's 7 or better, right? Which is kind of mid grade, but I'm betting it's 8 or better once the cleaning and pressing is done on it. So super glad to get that book. That one cost a couple bills. And then I got 2 of the last books on my 2021 hunt list because I don't have time to get any more. And we got The Incredible Hulk, number 6. Super happy to have finished that off. I really wanted to get the 4, 5, and 6 run this year, and I was able to finally do that. This is a solid VG level book. Again, always, you know, when I get these raw ones, right, you got to get a clean and a press. But that's a great grab for me with the Metal Master there, right? One of those one and done characters from the Hulk series. And the last book, because this was a deal of 3 books that I did with the guy. That was probably the most expensive one out of the group. But this one also another solid VG. And we did some research. Me and another YouTuber did some research offline to figure out exactly which appearance this was. Because I had this touted as the 3rd appearance. I heard other people say it's the 4th appearance, but we did the math. It's actually the 5th appearance of Spider-Man. It's Strange Tales Annual number 2 with the fat Ditko Spider-Man with no spider logo on his chest. So big Spider-Man grabs for me this year at C2E2, being able to get this guy and the Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1. But yeah, so first appearance, obviously, Amazing Fantasy number 15, and then you had Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 before this one comes out following that. So issue number 3, the first Doc Ock, is actually the 4th appearance of Spider-Man. This is number 5 because it came out following that book. At least the publication dates show that different months. So that's it for the haul. Thank you very much for click and play on the video. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. We're releasing content 3 times a week on this channel. Usually haul videos, unboxings, and other creative items. So please hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and we'll talk to you soon.